I mean, like you said, most of the people who were in this training with you weren't having the same experience about, questioning how to expand our compassion to animals. So, what was it with you, do you think, that caused you to get on this journey?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I became a vegan after being vegetarian my whole life, along with my
Okay.
entire ancestry. So my shift was, I had never eaten animals along with my ancestry, but there was dairy in my life. And so for me, it was more of a shift from letting dairy go and
Okay.
why.
Okay.
So it was a process. I can't say I have one day I became vegan. It was a process. And also as a mother, having to create the shift in my home. So part of that included, for a little while eating my daughter's, finishing off my daughter's dairy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a overnight get rid of all the dairy. There was a transitional shift, and I think what happened for me in the program was it's one thing because I don't think being vegan is just this it's just this one black and white switch, it's a journey because even when we're vegan, what I learned is there can be a deepening of the journey, right? And so by signing on to this precept, it probed for me what does this mean for me, right? So not only was it that I not been by then having consuming dairy or meat for sure, which I never had, but it was more than that. It's like, well, what does it mean, in from my Brahmin ancestry, that we've been consuming dairy, and how has this aligned with us as Brahmins who were supporters of ahimsa. We're supposed to be the priestly class that set the standard on following core tenets like ahimsa. Like, how does this all play out with my ancestry, my culture? So I was having to ask these deeper questions that I wasn't necessarily asking myself as I was watching What the Health, in 2017, or making that transition from vegetarian to vegan, having to acknowledge and accept factory farming, and doing the research to see that in India, there's potential cruelty too. And so I was having to do a lot of soul searching.